Hello everyone, my name is the Clever Fool. Today we will be starting a new campaign. This time we'll be following Alaric, a Gothic leader that is seeking a new home for his people. Now, I was originally going to wrap up all the one-sword campaigns except for historical battles, which we have achieved at this point with the completion of Genghis Khan. And then do all the two-sword campaigns, and then finally do all the three-sword campaigns, followed by historical battles at the very end. However, I did receive a commenter requesting an achievement that is in the Alaric campaign, so I see no reason not to deviate from the order somewhat in order to fulfill his request. So here you go. I don't think the particular achievement he was talking about occurs until later in the level. I don't think there is an achievement for this first level, the Battle of the Frigidus. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started.
Each night, I have the same two visions. One of a field of wheat stalks swaying in the wind. Another of bright, burning flames, trampling horse hooves, and loud screams. My people, the Visigoths, came to Roman lands not as an invading army, but as a people running from a scourge. No, a plague sent by God himself. We warned the Romans of the impending danger. They ignored us. They despised and distrusted our kind. They treated us poorly, gave us barren lands, and when we suffered famine, they made us sell our children for food. Inevitably, we went to war. And our great army struck a decisive blow to the Romans at Hadrianople. We slew their emperor and forced them to allow our people to settle in Roman lands. Our victory taught the Romans to not underestimate Gothic warriors. In exchange for the land they gave us, our young men would serve in the Roman armies, fighting alongside our former enemies. As wars broke out between the eastern and western halves of the empire, we gathered our spears and served Rome in battle.
Okay, interesting start. Giving us a little bit of context as to where these Gothic people were situated in history there. So our main objectives here are to prevent the Eastern Roman Empire's army in purple from being routed and to defeat the Western Roman Empire in blue. Oh, okay. So there's like a civil war going on here. So we protect purple and we defeat blue. Got it. Our hints tell us that the Visigoths are restricted to the Castle Age and a population of 110. Why? Your allies provide you with much needed support in the center and the left flank of the battlefield. Assure that they survive. Try to secure as many resource deposits as possible early on. They will become vital if the battle drags on. If you have surplus resources, tribute them to your allies. They will use them to train and upgrade their armies. That's interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna tribute them, but I have a very low pop space, so if I have excess resources after maxing out my pop space and upgrades, I might consider it, but for now I'm going to be prioritizing my own development here. Your scouts report that the Visigoths in green have camped on the eastern flank of the battlefield. The Romans expect them to take the initiative and engage the most formidable enemy forces. Yeah, of course. The Eastern Romans in purple have a large camp in the center from which they will lead the attack on the Western Romans in blue. Aside from generic units, they will train cataphracts. On the western flank is General Stilicho in red, who leads a Hunnic contingent. He needs time to build his base, but once he manages to do that, he will train Tarkans and Knights. And I'm not sure if these guys are my allies or not, so I guess we'll have to see. I think they should be my allies there, because I can see them in the minimap. On the other side of the battlefield, the Franks under General Arbogast in cyan hold the flanks. Aside from infantry, he will train throwing axemen and knights. In the center of the enemy line is the Western Roman camp. They will train various units, but will also field cataphracts. Alright.
The Roman generals did not press our presence on the battlefield.
Okay. So we ourselves have a fairly limited start to begin with here as well. We get to play in green, which is nice. I love the color green. We got some villagers here in the back. Let's actually send a few more wood gatherers to start things out early. And scout out the landscape for some resources. Now, fortunately for us, it seems that we've already started in the Castle Age. So what we might want to do is think about building a second town center right off the bat. Let's go ahead and do that right now on the stone here. Seems like a prudent investment of resources. And we will want to take advantage of the Gothic tech tree here. Let's take a look at it. Infantry costs less, so we should be building infantry where we can. Extra attack versus buildings for infantry. We get extra attack against boars. And hunters carry extra meat. Very nice. And we get extra population than Imperial Age. That's going to be irrelevant for us in this level, unfortunately. Our unique unit is a Huskarl, which is an infantry that has really good pierce armor and an attack bonus with against archers. And I guess perfusion won't matter for now, but anarchy allows us to create Huskarls at the barracks. So the main important thing for us will be to develop our economy and secure an early lead here. I kind of want an early castle if I can manage it. We'll want to scout around a little bit as well. We got 7 on food here.
The Emperor of the Western Roman Empire is a pagan sympathizer. We should collect all relics to prove that the Christian God is on our side.
Okay, so we now have another secondary objective, which is to collect 2 relics. I see a relic down there in the south. I want to keep scouting the base a little bit. And begin mining stone. Oh no! No. I'd like to not lose our scout right off the bat. Let's lead them into the Western Roman Empire here. Let's actually have them garrison inside this castle.
Arbogast is attacking our allies.
They are attacking our allies, but it's not a huge deal as of now. I guess we kind of triggered that ourselves. It's partially our fault. But hey, we're still developing an eco here.
Arbogast has Frankish soldiers fighting for him. Deal with them.
Got it, Chief. There's no need to rush ourselves just yet. We're still building up an economy here. Let's build up a monastery in the back here. And if we build a monastery, we can start picking up the relics. I see the one. I'm not quite sure where the other one is at the moment. But I don't think we're in any particular danger right now. We do have to keep in mind that this mission is going to be more difficult than previous missions. Let's also build a university back here after completing our monastery.
Western Roman soldiers have been spotted to the south.
We should still be good for the time being. I am unconcerned. Let's pick up heavy plow for when we transition to farms. And get some gold miners online here. Oh no, I don't want to upgrade to crossbow. I wanted to build a farm. Let's pick up these sheep. Very good. And if I remember correctly, you know, the Goths, they've got a decent economy, but it's nothing special. It's really all about surviving until you can pick up a horde of infantry here. Ooh, that might be a mistake on the part of the Eastern Roman Empire. Let's grab a monk. I don't think we even need stone shaft mining right off the bat here. Let's bring our scout back and try to scout around some more. Let's see what's in the north here. And think about building a castle soon. We'll take this opportunity to grab that relic. Not sure where the second relic is. Purple's army got cleaned up, unfortunately. Oh, there's a gold pile there, which is nice. Let's scout east of the lake here. Keep producing villagers. And think about picking up a handcart. And start producing some infantry here. So we're out of stone. Are there any other stone piles elsewhere? No. Let's actually build a castle at this crossing to secure it, however. We can get this castle up. It should keep the Western Roman Empire off the Eastern Roman Empire for the time being. Let's pick up masonry to make our buildings a little bit better. And we're going to need to think about building some houses. Let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to hit the pop cap, and that wouldn't be good. There we go. Pop cap is complaining. And here we got a random Frankish market just sitting out here in the open. We got another secondary objective, which is to defeat the Arbogast town center. To which I say, why not? I don't think we really need to do it. But it's a need to do versus a want to do, you know? Let's send a few.
Soldiers have been spotted to the south.
Now that we have a castle watching the crossing there, we should be able to at least help take the pressure off of our friends. And I'm going to want to train Husk girls, actually. I feel like thematically it's just the right thing to do. Did I just lose my monk? Did he just never make it? Yeah, it could just be that he never made it. Unfortunate. They have murder holes. Alright, we'll build a siege workshop over here instead then.
Goths is attacking our allies.
Yes, they are. It's not a huge deal. Let's keep producing villagers. Let's pick up arson. Let's grab some more Husk girls. And have these guys mine gold here. Meanwhile, we'll pick up a battering ram. And have these 4 hunt that boar. We'll have the monk try to pick up the relic a second time. Let's grab fervor so they can walk a little faster. And also start thinking about training knights. I feel like knights would be good to have in the field as well. And pick up anarchy here. Anarchy, 4 barracks, 2 stables. For knights and Husk girls, we're gonna need lots of gold and lots of food. Okay, now that we've got a decent farming eco up, I don't really feel the need to create any more villagers. We weren't put under too much pressure here. And now we can go to our blacksmith and start picking up technologies there. We got tons of wood and not enough of just about anything else here. So I'm going to need to rebalance my economy somewhat. Seems like General Stilcho is starting to come online as well. He's able to send some forces outwards towards the enemy. There's the second relic. Do I really just keep losing the monk? Is it because he like wanders into like this no man's land? Is that the reasoning behind this? I'm gonna pay extra close attention to my next one. Okay, we're gonna want to pick up infantry armor next. Hunt these deer over here. Let's actually grab this relic first because it's easier to get to.
Western Roman soldiers have been spotted to the south.
Just looks like one crossbowman, not a big deal. Grab both armor techs. And also pick up ballistics and murder holes here when we get a chance.
Goths is attacking our allies.
Not super worried about Arbogast here. I'm worried more about our gold income. Let's pick up pikemen, so we have a nice gold-free option. Let's take out those rams before they cause too much damage to the castle. And our monk is actually going to make it back alive, which is encouraging. Now the Arbogast town center is over here. All well and good. Let's consolidate forces. We got no more blacksmith techs. I guess we could go for Gothic cavalry archers, if that's even a thing. We'll upgrade a longsword because we got a few. But now we've got a contingent of knights. We've got a contingent of crossbow, or not crossbows, huskarls. So we can start moving forward to the east side here to crush the enemy. Let's work on the castle first. Keep producing battering rams out of our siege workshop. Now let's actually have our monk loop through the base. Like so. To make sure that he takes a safe path. Let's knock down as many of Arbogast's towers as we can. And keep the flow of huskarls coming. The only thing that we really need to be super concerned with about here is actually going to be that castle from Arbogast. We need an answer to the castle, but I think for now, since we're locked into the castle age, the answer is just going to have to be to throw rams at the issue. Arbogast TC is almost finished. But we might not actually be able to get it right away here. But still, we're on the offensive with their castle here. Continuing to funnel in units. Our limiting factor is definitely gold here and not food. So I'll actually rotate these villagers onto this gold mine. Down south here. Or east, rather. With the castle finished off, the next target is the town center. It looks like the villagers are trying in vain to build another one. Let's not let that happen, shall we? And there goes the TC.
Has fled into the Alps, abandoning his men. Well done, Alaric. I knew that I could count on you.
Of course. Of course. I'm the one doing most of the work here. Hello? Yeah, sure you guys are on the offensive, but I'm the one doing the heavy lifting. Our monk is about to get the relic. And actually, that's Arbogast given up, so I don't even know what's over here. But the Western Roman Empire is not looking good. I think that's the mission more or less completed here. There's not much left to do. Let's wait for our monk to bring the relic over so that I can achieve this secondary objective. I wonder if it'll give us a bonus of some kind.
We have collected all of the relics. Our men are eager to go into battle.
Perfusion research. I think that, okay, that's cool. So that increases the training rate of my hospitals. Of barracks units, I believe. That's a really nice touch. How collecting relics allows us to get access to an Imperial Age unique technology. Without actually being in the Imperial Age. That's really cool. And there's not much else to say here. We actually, between us, the Eastern Roman Empire, and General Stilicho, we actually outnumber the enemy, so I'm used to taking, 1-on-4s. This time we had a 3-on-2. So this result was pretty much inevitable. I just gotta break through these pesky fortified walls to get to the tasty underbelly within. Fortunately for us, we have some more meat shields in the form of Stilicho's units and the Eastern Roman Empire's units to help us out here. See, the Western Roman Empire's construction of their castle is much better. Look, they got fortified walls around their castle, but the Eastern Roman Empire just has some few palisade walls. Look at this longswordsman desperately trying to make his way out of the barracks. But being unable to do so. This castle will fall. It's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. We've managed to beat down the western gate, so now we can actually make an assault on the castle itself. Let's try to get our ram in there. Come on. Byzantines have such good building HP, I forgot. I think they actually get a bonus. Like, all their buildings have extra HP, which is going to make their buildings extra annoying to destroy.
Romans flee the field of battle. We have triumphed.
Nice. Cool. Very easy first map as all things go. I do like the map. It's quite pretty. It's a good introduction to our friends Alaric here. Not much stone on the map. But then again, we also didn't really need much besides the one stone, the one castle. Anyhow, wonder what this is all about.
The dead bodies of young Goth warriors littered the flanks of the Julian Alps. For all the blood we shed, the Romans did not give us even a crumb of gratitude. The Gothic commander in the Roman army encouraged us to desert and go back to our people. Hardship is upon your families, wives, and children, and your people need your help now more than ever, he said. Few had heard of Alaric, this Gothic commander.
Here we go.
But he managed to gain a strong reputation during his service in the Roman army. He was a tall man, with a voice that could silence a crowd. When Alaric spoke, all heads turned in his direction, and his eyes flickered with an inextinguishable fire.
Yes. Alright, so that's a nice introduction to Alaric. All told, you know, it's just the first level, so I don't expect anything too difficult out of it, but it was still quite easy. I don't want to let my guard down for these difficult 3-sword levels. I know that some of them are quite difficult. Until then, this has been The Clever Fool. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.